Okay, so now we're going to let Jameson out. The only time he can come out now is without permission. See, he's lying comfortably there. So we do all the thinking for the dog. Dogs cannot make complicated decisions. They can't decide that the plumber is a nice guy. They can't decide these things, so we decide for him. Now, when everything's balanced out, she's going to release him.
Okay, Jameson. Good boy. Come on, Jameson. Okay. Good boy.
And she's going to love him. And this is a journey. The leash, she dropped the leash, but it's still on. So now I can open the front door of the house and I can invite people over. Jameson's relaxed. He's not worried about the door because he has no business being here. So we're going to cut. We're going to go outside. We're going to simulate the same thing in the field. And then we're going to go out into the real world of the train station in Ronkonkoma. Jameson's doing great. It's about balancing energy. The dog is either safe and secure or not. When they think independently, they get themselves in trouble. Leash and collar. This leash and collar, no retractable leashes, no prong collars, no electric collars. He retreated there for his own safety and security. That's like me going to my bedroom and shutting the door. That's what Jameson just did. This is so simple that the human brain complicates it. Thank you. Okay, so finishing up, we're about 80% through our basic obedience class. So here we are. We are in where? A backyard. My backyard is no different than your backyard. We have fun out here. Watch, we play Frisbee. When my assistant is paying attention, I throw my thing. And we have a barbecue out here. Jameson picked up a toy. So we have low-level energy. When we want Jameson, Ashley will call him.
Jameson, come. Good boy. Jameson, come.
He wants to bring the treat. He goes. His tail is up. He's happy. She's going to love him. She picks up the leash, found out that he just found her toy. Now she wants him to participate in some fun. The dog is on the left, not pulling. She might say, let's go play, jump over the fences. Let's see what happens. She's relaxed. The dog is relaxed. I'm playing with kids in the field and my imaginary kids. Dog jumps. Yay! Up, yay! Up. And she loves him. Love, love, love. Now, because there's people coming that are afraid of dogs, she's going to put them in a nice, safe, and secure place. See if they'll go from there.
Jameson, go place. Go place.
Go ahead, Lightning.
Go ahead. Jameson, go place.
Good. At which point he would get a treat. Now he's going to lay there. She's going to tell him to stay. She don't have to. And he can't come out no matter what. She's going to bring him a treat. And I can jump up and I can scream, I can yell, I can play music. The dog is in there, safe and secure. I'm going to open the gate. Here come some kids. My imaginary kids. I don't have to worry about Jameson running away in my backyard. What we've done is set boundaries. We taught the dog what we want, and he does it. We have to teach first and then enforce the rules later. When we want the dog out, Ashley's going to get low and say, okay.
Jameson, okay.
And the dog comes out, she loves him, and then we go about our business. Next stop, the train station. Okay, resuming with Jameson's video, now we're at the Wild Railroad Station. So always remember, we have him supervised in a crate. He's safe and secure. That might look horrible to you, but to a dog, a mammal, that's safe and secure. This train station offers every distraction. There's noise, there's birds, there's people. This is analogous to being in New York City. She's going to let him out. She's not going to let him jump out, of course, because she knows. Then he comes out. She corrects bad behavior and praises good behavior. What is bad behavior? Pulling on the leash. We went from a very safe and secure place, our training facility, to a place full of noises, sound, people, energy. The dog, his ears are forward, his tail is down, he's telling us. Do you think that I'm concerned about that noise? So she's going to heel him away, and we're going to head that way. Relax. Good. And off we go. Make a right. Good. Good. Go through all that energy field. Notice the handler's body is relaxed. She's going to keep an eye on him. Watch his ears. His ears will tell him everything. She's going through a tunnel. What is a tunnel? It's echoey. It's dark. There's reflections in the window. She's keeping an eye on his ears. but she can't tense up. And then you're going to go right up the stairs. That's our agility course. He doesn't know what a train is. Then she's going to make a left at the top of the stairs. Hey! We make noises, and the dog reacts, but he's safe and secure because the handler is safe and secure. Come down the stairs, the dog can't pull. We'll see how he does. Then she's going to go back up the stairs. Dog is curious, but he can't react to his curiosity. She's going to face us, and she's going to come to a stop. It's slight little corrections, and there she is. She's going to say stay, and he's nervous. She's going to drop the leash. Now he sees things on wheels. To him, those are creatures. She's ready to step on the leash, but she's not projecting any anxiety, so the dog's not anxious. She's going to go back to his side. She's going to love him. This is the real reward system, physical love. She's going to walk down the platform to that direction. He's always on the left. That's his assigned place. Then she's going to come down the stairs. She's relaxed. Remember, we're going to head to a place where he can go sniff, pee, and poop if he wants to. So right now, he's responsible. He has responsibilities in life. And we're insisting that she does it. She's going to go to a grass area that's natural for a dog. Now, if a bunch of people come running up, just these carts represent good. Now he's back to being a dog. Now, if a child comes running up to him and he snaps at them, that's, you have to be responsible for that. We have deaf dogs, blind dogs. Dogs don't see that well. They're concerned about everything that we take for granted. We have inattentional blindness. We don't think about the train. We don't think about air brakes. We don't think about the flag. Dogs have to be concerned about all of that. But through this process, and this is the beginning of a lifelong journey, it's up to the handler to think for the dog and get the dog in a safe and relaxed. If the handler's not safe and secure, the dog's not safe and secure. So if she sees trouble, she needs to leave. And the dog goes with her. This is as natural as can be. Not my method, Mother Nature's method. Good so far. So here we are. So we removed him from a lot of the dangers. There's birds, there's trucks. We dropped the leash, but she's watching the leash. She's going to go back to his side and praise him. And that's when he feels secure. The further away she gets, the more anxiety. She's just going to make a left and walk around this natural environment. She's going to make another left. Don't forget, there's a lot of distraction. She's going to come to a stop and ask him to sit. She's going to step out with her right leg. Good. Ask her to sit. Raise your right hand and right leg and ask him to down. And she's going to go love him. And that's how he knows. So we're giving him very specific, and it's not verbal, it's more visual. So just her raising the right leg is really more of the cue than anything else. Now she's going to drop the leash, and she's going to tell him to stay and step away. So we don't worry about him as much as the leash. When we go into high school, the next phase of training, we'll use a long lead, so she can get away from him, so there's not this separation anxiety. Now, if a car backfires right now or a firecracker goes off, there's an explosion, we're all going to be afraid. And the dog is going to react to that. But he's examining everything. We put him in a safe and secure place. There's noises 100 yards away that he's worried about, concerned about. She's going to go back to his side and love him, get low. And this is how you spend time with a dog. You're going to give him free time. That's on leash. You're going to stand still. He pulls, she corrects. So even though he's happy, his tail is up, and he may want to say hello to somebody, we just can't allow him to do that because there might be danger there. So he has to check always with the leader of the pack. This is as natural as can be. Children have to check with the teacher before they run after the ice cream man. This is natural. If they just run because they hear bells, they can possibly get hit by a car. If they chase a ball into the street, they get hit by a car. So children have the same problems as dogs. Only dogs are always children. They can never be more than 3 or 4 year old child. They cannot make complicated decisions. that we can be in this very active environment. And what Ashley is going to do now is ask the dog to heel, and we're going to go for a walk. And this is a process. This is only 10 days of training. And then just walk around, and we're just going to find energy wherever we go. Everything is energy. Dogs orient towards movement and sound. All right, we can cut for a minute. So here we are moving through a more, I don't know, there's energy. Human energy, there's bird energy, there's shadows, there's different ground surfaces. Everything that we take, echoes, everything we take for granted as a human, dogs have to figure out. So the more leadership, the more relaxed the dog is. She's going to make a right. We probably don't even hear the birds tweeting. There's birds tweeting. We blocked that out because if we tuned into every one of those things, make a left. Go ahead, come to a stop. Ask it to sit. She has to correct him because he's distracted. Honestly, the correction should be firmer because he wasn't listening. So the leash is the hearing aid for the dog. She's going to step out with her left foot and walk. That's the cue. She's going to slow down and come to a stop. That was a better correction. And understand his resistance to subordinating. Sitting is subordinating. There's things around for his own safety. It's hard for him to sit right now because he's got to be prepared to retreat or fight. Hey! We do things, right? And people are afraid. If somebody comes over to say hello to him and reaches over his head, and they get bit in the hand, that's their fault. It's like me going over her head or somebody I don't know and getting into their personal space. Dogs have rights, personal space. I don't go running up to anybody I see and give them a big hug and kiss. We're good for today. Left foot forward, let's get out of here. Mike Gould here, Mayor of Hounds Town USA, home to the happiest dogs on earth. We're finishing up with our little dog Jameson of 12 days of our elementary school boot camp, fundamental dog training, setting boundaries. We're going to give you the top 10 rules that are important. The dog is always in one of two places, out and about, under your supervision, or in her crate. So that means you don't have to stare at her. I can have my coffee, but when time comes I have to take a shower, I just tell Jameson, go place. Go place. From that point forward, I close the door, and I don't care the circus could come through my living room. Jameson is no longer a threat. The only time he gets a morsel of food is when he goes in his crate. That's dinner, snacks, any morsel of food. If he or she is out under your supervision, the leash and collar must remain on at all times, unless he or she is in the crate. So if I was leaving for the night, I take the leash off. If I'm going to let him out, he can't come out without permission. Meaning he has to stay until I say, okay, and he comes out. He's got his leash on. If she's in the crate and you're not supervising, you take the leash off. The dog does not get lured into the crate. He goes in voluntarily and then gets a treat. So it looks like this. I follow the leash. Good boy, Jameson. Good boy, Jameson. Go place. Go place. He gets corrected. Go place. He's got to go in. He gets a treat. He lays down. The only place she gets a treat or any food is in her crate. The dog must be released before coming out of the crate. Once he's in, he can't come out unless you use the release command. The release command is simple. Okay, good dog, good dog. And he goes to where when you're holding the leash, watch this. Jameson, when we hold the leash, Jameson, there's never tension on the leash. Look, never tension, no matter what happens. Just go out and knock on the door, please. He sees treats, I correct him. Watch. Stop. Relax, never tension on the leash. When you're holding the leash, the dog never pulls. If somebody's knocking on the door, he doesn't pull. He can't pull for food. Everything must be initiated and controlled by you, not the dog. No yelling, hey, doggy! Try to stay away from using words. Look, he's a nice dog. He just needs to know. There's always inconsistencies and conflict, because sometimes people give food at the barbecue grill, and then they yell at him when he jumps on the picnic table. Conflict. Stop talking. Less talk, the better. Jameson's a good boy. If I want Jameson to come to me, I just get low. I don't have to yell and scream. He's happy. I love, love, love. You can do this till your hands fall off. When I'm done, and I'm late for my appointment, here's real love. I stand up. Jameson, good. Go place. Good, go place. He says no. I say yes. Go place. This is a work in progress. We just formed these behaviors. This was never meant to be a beginning and end. It's the beginning of a lifelong journey. It's simple if you stick with these 10 things. No worries. Don't let kids come running up to him. Don't let other dogs just run up to him. He's taking advantage. Okay. All right. Good work, Jameson.